All right, you guys. So this is going to be a very quick, 5 to 7 minute tutorial on how to use Clay. Give you guys a bunch of insights, and then also show you guys inside the Clay table a couple things that you guys could use. So I can send you guys this document, and then I can send you guys the Clay table. Just let me know below. Probably going to post this on YouTube and then Twitter as it is a quick super loom video. So yeah, essentially what we're going to talk about is how to use Clay, how to use AI to personalize your outbound at scale, and then how to essentially go from Shrek to Hulk using Clay.com. For this table right now that I'm going to show you guys, it is a table that one of my clients wanted to build out. A couple hundred leads, and then also the company is around $1 to $10 million in annual revenue. They're using WordPress, a little bit of funding, and then they have no. You can also see if they have no SEO people inside of their company. And then we're going to use these to score the leads. And I think you guys are going to really like this video. Before we actually get into that, I wanted to show you guys why exactly you should use Clay, and then also a couple insights on the best practices to use it. So this is basically what people did before Clay, pre-Clay, as you call it, obviously Shrek, essentially just the ICP, right? Just the ideal client profile. You're scraping leads off of ZoomInfo, giving them an annual subscription, $20,000. Also seamless, also follow, and you're just getting this data, maybe a couple other data points, but you're essentially just getting this, the ICP. Your SDRs are spending however many hours a day going on, LinkedIn, twirling their thumbs, trying to enrich leads, find important data so they can personalize their messaging at scale, so they can score leads manually. You're just going in and out of the CRM, and they're basically trying to find data so they can personalize the leads, right? After Clay, you can essentially, find, instead of the ICP, you can find the ICS, which is essentially the ideal client situation. So you're finding the ICP, but you're also getting very important information. Like, hey, I only want to go after companies who have a Facebook ads pixel on their website. They're selling to these specific job titles so we can personalize the messaging. They're using this specific tech stack. They're similar to one of their case studies on their website. They have an active job posting out of, whatever it is that's similar to your service that you're offering. And they don't have, this. So let's say, for example, you placed SDRs, you placed account executives, you placed designers, you have like a design service. You can see if they have a designer in-house. You can see if they have copywriters in-house. You can see all this information, and you can see if they posted on LinkedIn about a very specific topic as well. You can see what their active job postings are. You can see, their percentage of growth in the last 6 months. You can see if they have new hires in the last 30 days. You can see any sort of information that you can see on the web. You can do that with Clay.com, and then you can also score your leads, which I can show you guys real quick. So, like I said, for this example right now, we're going to be using kind of like this quick Clay play. So as we go into the Clay table, all of these companies that I scraped, I'm pretty sure we came to the conclusion that we're going to be grabbing companies in a software niche. And with that, if you're using Apollo, if you're using Seamless, if you're using SalesNav, and you just want to go after like software development agencies versus software companies, if you put in the keyword software or the software development niche, you're going to get maybe 20% are going to be either software development or software company, depending on which one you want to go after. There might be 20 or 30% that are like not in your ICP. So basically what we do from there is, since we have the company description, and since we're, have these companies inside of the Clay table, you can actually see, and you can classify what type of company they are using the input, which is, of course, the company description. From there, you just need to train the model inside of Clay to essentially train it like, look, here's what a software company looks like. Here's what their bio looks like. And then here is what a software development agency looks like. Very, very different. A software company offers software. A software development agency offers to build the software. So very, very different. If you're just going after one of these, you're going to get a lot of mixes in between that. So you're going to need to train the model, basically get it to, find the right company. From there as well, let's say you are a larger company who offers, giving my competitor some sauce. Let's just say you offer like some sort of outbound system. You offer SDRs, you offer BDRs, even RevOps as well. Based off of the company description, you can actually see like which job titles they go after. So determine, you can use these prompts if you want to, what type of job titles they go after, and then from there you can actually mention this inside of the email. So let's say, for example, a really good lead magnet would be giving them leads. So you could say like, hey, was on your site, saw that you specialize in cloud-based custom software solutions for, and then these job titles as well. And then you can say something like, hey, would you be interested if I gave you 500 leads of these for free? That's a very, very good lead magnet, very, very good in. But either way, that's kind of a very good angle that you guys could use. In terms of this, so the company that we did this for is actually an SEO company, and we wanted to see as well. We wanted to score the leads. And it's essentially, look, if they have below 10 on the sitemaps, they're really good lead, because all these companies are around the $1 to $10 million range. So if they're below 10, they're a really good lead, and we're going to give them a higher score based off of, scoring rows inside of Clay. I can show you guys that real quick. But the leads that are the highest score, the founder of this company is actually going to be sending Loom videos and sending, LinkedIn connection requests and more personalized messages to the leads that are, for example, an 8, 9, and 10. So if you guys can see inside of here, excuse me, score leads in Clay, you can actually score leads based off of specific criteria. This is very, very custom depending on what criteria you think is more important. But for this example, you can actually see this right here. It's like, software company, then they get a higher score than just software development agency. If the site maps is below, or if the site maps is around 0 to 50, they get a score of 4. If it is 52, basically 50 and above, they get a score of 2. And you can do this for any sort of criteria. Like if they have a specific tech stack, they get a higher number. If they don't have a specific job title in-house, they're a higher number. If they have a Facebook ads picture on the website, they are a higher number. If they sell to a very specific type of job title, they get a higher number. And these higher numbers essentially mean that you send a more personalized outreach to them because they obviously fit your criteria a lot better than somebody who does not fit it, but is also a pretty good lead. So what we're doing with this company is essentially, if they're above, not a 10, but if they're above like a 6 or 7 or an 8, they get sent. Yeah, so for all like 500 of these leads, more or less, what we do is essentially if it's above, if the score right here is below a 6, 7, or 8, it's going to be pushed all the way to the smart lead campaign, the automated smart lead campaign, with the data that we have that we're using that personalize them. But the leads that are above a 6 or 7, obviously they're the best fit. So what we have is the founder and the head of biz dev is essentially going to be sending personalized Loom videos to them. Like I said, connection requests, direct mail, et cetera, et cetera. And then the leads below that, obviously just getting pushed to an automated cold email campaign. Right here, you can actually, like I talked about earlier, you can see if they have a specific job title in-house. So let's say you place media buyers or you do some sort of advertising service. You can actually see if they have a media buyer in-house, and you could put that and you could score that as well. So say something like, look, if this person does not have a media buyer in-house, then they're a higher score. That means they're probably better for a fit if you do like some sort of advertising service opposed to somebody who has that in-house. So just be super creative. If you have any sort of service that has to do with a job title that they could hire for, you can get very, very creative with Clay. Very, very creative with Clay. So one last thing, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Like I said, with Clay, you guys can do so many things. It could essentially replace 5 to 10 SDRs that you guys have in-house. You can do it to build and enrich your lead list. You can do it to personalize that scale. You can do all manual research that you guys have SDRs doing or you're doing yourself. It can be used inside of Clay. If you wanted to send personalized messaging, you can do that inside of Clay. I can actually show you guys how to do that in 2 seconds. But the alternative is obviously SDRs spending a lot of time doing manual research, doing manual enriching, going on LinkedIn, going on their website, going on, Apollo, Seamless, et cetera, et cetera. But if you could find this data before they even touch the lead list, they're going to be a lot more efficient. They're going to be actually doing what they do best, which is selling instead of doing all this manual stuff, which they get paid, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. Clay can essentially just do that entire thing. And once you actually have all this information, you can actually filter it. And you can do, like I said, as well. It's essentially like scoring a leads, but it's essentially just separating the lead list as well. So let's say you only wanted to go after leads that are, and score leads. Yeah, guys, that's basically it for this. Like I said, super, super quick, super raw video showing you guys how to use Clay, a couple other use cases as well. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments. And yeah, I'll do a couple of these a week. And then obviously the quality will get better, but now I'm just doing reps, seeing how it goes. And yeah, talk soon.